This is the first time a Shankaracharya from the Kanchipuram Mutt is going to a Muslim's house, because this family's contribution in Kanchipuram alone was 100 temple land. Though it's allowed for us, but still we have never served is beef. Many people don't eat beef. They come from the Hindu religion not to make them uncomfortable. The first evidence that the system is a failure, you tell any student, tomorrow school holiday, they rejoice.
Yep.
When you say tomorrow no internet, they'll be sad. So let's make it into a system where you say tomorrow is a holiday and they feel sad.
Prime Minister Nehru had a dessert. He came and again requested for the same dessert. Is that how famous your desserts are?
There is one generation of families who make only the desserts.
People think prince is prestige, pampering and living a life of luxury. What is the actual truth which happens inside Amir Mahal?
I don't know, Amir Mahal is home for me today, a home of 600 people.
Was growing in a royal heritage a burden or a privilege? The title of Divan. Can you explain what the title actually means in real world terms?
Okay. Divan, first of all, is a very historic terminology. In those days when the actual rule was there of the Nawab as the sovereign ruler, Divan was more like a minister of the king, of the Nawab. And like how in those days they used to have the the minister of the court or the kingdom. So today, the same title continues for the Prince of Arcot, which is my father today, and I'm his Divan. So a Divan is someone who takes care of his official affairs and his office and his day-to-day work at the office and stuff like that. So it's an official title which is connected to the Prince of Arcot title as his minister. But you can't say minister, so it's a Divan.
Divan.
Yeah, so
That's the title actually
So
means.
that's the title means.
Your family has got a 300+ years heritage, right?
Yeah.
In fact, you can trace your family back to the second caliph. Can you talk about that?
So yes, second Caliph of Islam, Hazrat Umar bin Khattab. So we say Radiyallahu anhu, which means may God be pleased with him. That's how we say when we take his name. So yes, our family comes in the direct lineage of the second Caliph, and I can trace back each and every name up to 39 generations.
Which means from 6th century, you can bring it to 21st.
From 6th century, I can bring it to
21st century.
21st century. So if you see, India had many foreigners and people. I mean, I will not say foreigners. People coming in to make India their home, because India is a beautiful country, was a beautiful country, and is a beautiful country, and very rich in resources and all that. So similarly, we had people come from the west and the northwest also, and they had come to promote education, to promote peace and harmony. So that's how the lineage comes from that side of the world. And then India became home. And yes, and that's how we are here today.
Okay. Tell me this. You're born and brought up in a royal heritage family. For people outside, people think prince is prestige, pampering and living a life of luxury. What is the actual truth which happens inside Amir Mahal?
I don't know. Amir Mahal is home for me. And okay, by the way, Amir Mahal, many people think Amir, if you translate in English, it means rich palace.
Yeah.
I want to clear that misconception that here Amir word is not rich here. Amir Mahal is, the word Amir comes from the word Emir, which means prince. So Amir Mahal means the palace of the prince. So Amir's Mahal.
Okay. Princess Mahal. That's what it literally converts.
Yeah.
Okay.
So earlier, before Amir Mahal, it was the Chepauk Palace, which is on the beach. So that was built by Nawabzada. So many people think that how Arcot and Madras or Chennai, when you say Nawab of Arcot or the Prince of Arcot, how come you're in Chennai? So Arcot was the capital of the state of the Carnatic. You have the Carnatic art, Carnatic.
Which was actually all the 5 states put together, or basically Tamil Nadu and Karnataka?
There were no states that time. Yeah, you're right.
If you
So
take
it was,
the territory,
it was part of the 5 states. It was part of, so, but it was quite a big chunk. So that was Carnatic, and the capital was Arcot. And one of the Nawabs, he wanted to shift the capital to Madras. So he moved to Madras in 1760s, and he made the Chepauk Palace as his home, which is even there today. So we have the PWD offices, the Senate House, and I presume the Madras University offices and all that. So from there, we moved to Amir Mahal in 1860s. So 100 years was the Chepauk Palace. And then when the title changed from the Nawab of Carnatic to the Prince of Arcot, we also had to let go of the palace and move to Amir Mahal. 30 people moved then. 1860s, 30 people moved. And today, there are about 600 people. So when you ask what Amir Mahal is today a home of 600 people. And growing up there, it's like you're growing up in a kind of a neighborhood. And
it's a neighborhood by itself.
It's a neighborhood by itself. So we have, but it is the official residence of the Prince of Arcot. Right? So whoever is the Prince of Arcot, Amir Mahal is the official residence of it. And the ancestral home. So yes, when I was growing up, myself and my younger brother, Nasser Ali, so we didn't have to go out to play with friends. We didn't have friends coming from outside. Of course, we had school friends coming, but we had enough kids. I think most of our friends were the kids of our staff. So we all play together. We all grew up together. Even now, we don't see them as staff. We see them as friends because we all played and we
Every
we grew up
faith
together.
exists inside the Amir Mahal. Every faith.
Yes.
You have Hindus, you have Christians.
Yes. Very important. Very important. The 600 people consist of the family, the staff. All faiths are there. We have Muslims, Hindus, Christians. We also had a Sardarji there who was the staff, but he left now. So yes, Amir Mahal is a home to people of all faiths.
Yeah. One of the interviews I saw you talking about saying that you have also the guns outside Amir Mahal, but it was never used. Your family is famous for actually working for communal harmony for many centuries. That's one of the major things your family has worked for, where you always wanted peace, all faiths and religions to come together. And how does it feel to be from a heritage of family which has always promoted communal harmony?
I think that is our main agenda now of Amir Mahal.
Because you said in the interview that guns were never fired. It was just there.
No, they were never fired. It was used. The cannons and the guns. I'm talking about the guns, as in the cannons and the rifles. Both were used, but not with bullets or with cannonball. It was just more like a salute. It was just for the sound. If it's a festival or if the Nawab is going for any kind of a ceremony. So they were like fired for the salute. And yes, we do promote communal harmony, not just verbally, but historically, if you see the Nawabs, as rulers, it's very important to know. So as rulers, they were very generous because they had the power to say yes or no, but they never said no. People just talk. Some people talk, some people actually do it. So I'm very proud to come from a lineage which people have actually done it. I would say with all humility that my forefathers, as the Nawabs, they were very generous and contributed a lot of land for the places of worship of many faiths. More than 300 Hindu temples, hundreds of mosques, many churches, including the Kapaleshwara temple tank in Mylapore.
One of the most famous temples in Chennai.
Yes, one of the most famous temples. The tank there was contributed by our family. The Parsati Koil in Triplicane.
So that's a Vishnu temple. The first one is the Shiva temple. And was contributed by your family. The tank.
Yes. The land was contributed. And also the Srirangam temple near Trichy. Very interesting story I'll tell you. In the early 90s, we had the Shankaracharya from the Kanchipuram Mutt. He had come to the then Madras. By the way, I'm a quiz master, so Madras became Chennai in 1996.
Yeah, you
So
know dates exactly. I'm not going to debate with you that.
So when I'm talking about
Madras,
Chennai,
you're talking before 996.
yes, if we talk about before 1996, I will
Refer it
refer
as
to
Madras.
as Madras. So when we went, so when he came to Madras, the Shankaracharya, my father said, let's invite him to our place, Amir Mahal. So we connected to his office and we said that the prince, which was my father's father at that time, right? So he wanted to invite Shankaracharya, and immediately Shankaracharya ji accepted our invitation on the spot. And so we thought like 15, 20 people, 30 people will come along with him. So we're all like, prepared and all that. You know how many people came? 500.
Wow.
500 people walked in with him in Amir Mahal. And we didn't know what to do. There was no arrangement made.
Which year was this?
I think 89, 90. The older Shankaracharya. So when he came, so we had immediately arranged for kind of a place for him to sit. And the people who came with him, we're not prepared, actually not prepared. So, but we had a lawn, a very comfortable lawn. So they all sat on the lawn. And some chairs, we had put about 40, 50 chairs. But the interesting thing is very important for people to know, especially the youngsters. He said this is the first time a Shankaracharya from the Kanchipuram Mutt is going to a Muslim's house. He said anybody who invites Shankaracharya, we do a background check of the host, and then we take a call if the Shankaracharya ji will go or not. But when I heard that the Prince of Arcot has extended his invitation, I immediately accepted. The main reason, and he pointed to my grandfather and my father, because this family's contribution in Kanchipuram alone was 100 temple land.
Kanchipuram alone.
Yeah. So he had the record, I don't know how. Of course, they'll have the record in the Mutt. And he said that time, 100 or hundreds. I clearly then he said 100 temples. We didn't know ourselves. But he
had a record.
He knew it.
Yeah.
He knew it. So this was the rule of the Nawabs, which the youngsters should know that this is India. And especially this is Tamil Nadu.
You need to specify that also a little.
Of course, yes. Because I think our state is one of the finest examples of communal harmony, interfaith unity. We actually show it. So,
because a lot of places you have mosques, temples right next to each other, and people are very comfortable. You did a video on Instagram.
I made a video. Yes, I made a video. I went to, where was that? I think the VIT, in VIT college, and I was coming back after the event. I gave a talk there to the students. And I was coming back, it was time for my prayer. So I told my staff, can you just search for a mosque somewhere? We'll just stop for like 5 minutes. I'll offer my prayers, then we'll go home. Then he put on the map and we went to this mosque and I offered my prayers. And then when I came out, one compound wall was the mosque this side and a temple this side. So I said, this is beautiful. I have to make a video. So I just pulled my phone. I made a selfie video and I walked from the mosque and I walked towards the temple. I said, this is our India, this is our Tamil Nadu, and we have a mosque and next to it is a temple. And to my surprise, when I walked a little bit more, there was a church there.
Oh, a few meters further church was there also.
Connected.
All three next to each other.
All next to each other. And that video I just put on my social media. Surprisingly, I have never had so many views and comments. I think about 5 lakh views. I was surprised.
That's the fabric of India, right? That's the real fabric of Tamil Nadu, how it was done.
Yeah.
Right?
It happened in like a few days and then the views went up even more. But what I'm trying to say here is when you talk about peace and harmony and when you actually show it, people like it, people love it.
Yeah.
And it's everyone's duty to promote communal harmony because that makes India. That is us. That is India.
What did Tamil Nadu get right? as you rightly said, right? Because Muslims, Christians, Hindus for generations, for several centuries have been friends. From a Muslim friend, we'll have biryani. The Muslim friend comes home for Ganpati and has whatever needs to happen. It happens so freely. What did Tamil Nadu get right, according to you?
I guess historically we've been like this. Um, Being, I think, the southernmost state, we have, I mean, see, I wouldn't say our country is not like that. Our country is like this. Our country is beautiful. We've always had a mix of faiths living together, but especially Tamil Nadu, because I guess we concentrated, we focused more on promoting communal harmony, on education, very important. I think a lot of scholars are here, were here. I think we were focusing on the meaning of what we are reading in the books. We are not impulsive. We are not into defending the invaders. I think why I'm saying India is a peninsula. If I go technically, people up north, they were more into busy defending the country, right? South, we didn't have that issue.
Correct.
We had more time to focus on the education part. So I get it's more of that. But yes, on the whole, India itself is a beautiful example of communal harmony because we have so many faiths, so many languages, and so many dialects of each language. I guess 500 or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, very, very proud to be an Indian and to be an example to the world of a country. But also at the same time, today people have to be careful because in a time where religion is getting away from the lives of people, the youngsters especially. See, the most important thing is don't forget your roots, right? The Westerners have never forgotten their roots, right? They are what they are. But we don't have to be like, forget our roots and get their roots in. It's important to respect everyone, but at the same time, don't forget your roots. All the problems, I think they sprout from not knowing the roots of where we are. So that's very important.
I agree. Now, can I take you to the 10-year-old Mohammed Asif who grew up in Amir Mahal? Now, was growing in a royal heritage a burden or a privilege?
I think as a kid, it's neither a burden nor a privilege. I don't even know. I mean, as a kid, you just
You were just playing cricket, you had fun.
You just want to play and have fun. But yes, as you are growing up, I'm very fortunate to have met people who have taught me not to judge others and also to be thankful for everything, every blessing that you have. So I would never call it a burden, never a burden. But yes,
Was it a responsibility?
Responsibility. Yep. That's what exactly. I think we said at the same time. Yeah. So yes, responsibility. Enjoy the responsibility, and it was a privilege because the platform is already made, and how you use the platform is what makes you. See, being born in a family, anyone, like whether it's a royal family or a business family or any family, is you're fortunate to be born there. But what you do with that name, that makes you. That's what I believe in, and that's what we teach our children also. You know, being born in a family is a privilege, but how you handle that privilege, you can take it this way or this way.
Is it a boon or a ban? Depends on what you do with it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, what do you do with it?
I think I should be thankful to God and especially to my parents for teaching us that to be thankful for every blessing we have, and to give it back to the society how much ever you can, because my father has always told in his speeches and to us, and his line is you come empty-handed, you go empty-handed. So what you leave behind is what's important.
Very, very true. Well said words. Amir Mahal is an exactly the center of Chennai, but it's a place today for cultural exchange, a lot of education activities, art. Can you talk about that? What happens inside the walls of Amir Mahal?
Yes. Today, Amir Mahal is a hub, I say always. It's a hub to bring people together in the name of art, in the name of culture, in the name of education, in the name of sports. So we have all these activities going on, and it's I wouldn't say passion. It's become like more of a life now to get involved in bringing people together. And food, if I had
I'm
mentioned.
going to talk about that.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about the
No.
Arcot Biryani you guys are famous for. Nawab Biryani.
No, it's
The
true.
kebabs and spices and the desserts.
Yes, we'll come to the recipes soon.
Yeah.
So I strongly believe that food brings people together. Like you feed people, you spread love.
Especially culture of India. No, we are
Yeah,
people who love food.
Absolutely.
That's how
big
everything
time,
works.
big
Yeah.
time foodies. Yeah. By the way, foodies are the ones who don't eat a lot. Foodies are the ones who like food, who like to eat.
Let's get that distinction right straight away. Right?
Yeah. Seriously. So yes, Amir Mahal. So we do a lot of events. Okay, let's start with art and cultural events. I happen to be a musician, so I play the piano. I try to sing. I have a studio. I make music for other artists.
Your song Raste has done 2 million views. So you
Yeah.
can't see you try to sing. It's a
Yeah.
super hit in YouTube. We'll talk about that later. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you so much for that. And we invite a lot of bands from across the state, across the country, across the world. We had the Carnatic singers perform, the Carnatic musicians, the Hindustani musicians, African bands, French quartets, they come and play the strings. We had a steel drum player from Brazil. I mean, he's a Brazilian, but he's in the US. Anything which brings people together, because music is a good medium to bring people together. And then also we have educational events. So I'm a quiz master. I do professionally. And also I love talking to students. I love spending time with students because I believe that they are the future of this country, of this world, I would say, you know. So I try to motivate them. I try to inspire them with, and children want to know so much. And even when I do a quiz, by the way, every second week, the main hall in Amir Mahal, which is called the Darbar Hall, is filled with kids.
Who are these kids? Where do they
They come from different schools, different backgrounds, institutions, schools, colleges.
All status of society.
Yeah. So we had private schools, we have government school children, we have the corporation school kids. So that is one. And very recently I started doing a masterclass on public speaking and leadership because I believe that our children, our kids have so much of a potential. How to tap them, it's our duty.
Correct.
Right? So whatever you can, even if it's
Very
a
smart generation.
Oh,
if you
very
don't
smart,
give them
very
the right
smart.
environment, if you give them the right, they really thrive because they're very smart.
It's so true because and they're learning every day because they have the gadgets in their hand and they're exposed to the world. They're getting all sorts of
Technologically savvy, they're
Yeah,
sharp.
yeah,
If you just give the right environment, they're going to really thrive. Can you talk about the education of this country? What needs to change?
What an interesting thing you brought up, Suren. It's very, very. In fact, I've given talks on this, and I've given talks on how smart the Gen Z is, but they need a lot of support from the other generations.
Yeah.
The older generations.
Because I'll tell you my take on it before you answer this question.
Yeah.
As you said, Gen Z are very smart, they're tech savvy.
Yeah.
We have a smart generation who are tech savvy, who are going to schools, which has got an outdated education system, which was created to get factory workers, where it doesn't help you think. You can't ask questions. And teachers are not that quality as it used to be 20 or 30 years before. It's a recipe for disaster. That's my take. Now your take.
I just said so many things. Okay. Very interesting, actually. Okay. Before we talk about education, I believe what you believe, that the system of education is getting outdated, quite outdated. But at the same time, the students, the youngsters, before we talk further, always respect your teachers.
Yeah.
Because I believe that teaching is the only profession which creates other professions. Right? Having said that,
One of the most noble professions in the world.
absolutely, yes. How you teach is different.
Yep.
That's what we're going to talk about
Yep,
now.
exactly.
Right? Teacher is a teacher. But
Let's not blame the teachers because it's not on them.
no, everyone is in the system.
Exactly.
Right? The teachers, the students, the policymakers of the education institutions, of the education system itself. But yes, I went to a program at a school. It was an annual day or a school day or something. So I was invited to give a talk to the students, and I went with 3 posters, 3 sets of posters. First, I took out the 2 posters and I said, "What is this?" And the students shouted, "Car." I said, "What car?" I took a sports car poster. They all shouted, "Ferrari, Lamborghini." I said, "Yeah, this is a sports car." "What is the date you're seeing on top?" I said, "2020." This poster, 1920 car. So how many years apart? 100 years apart. 2 different models. Kept it down. Then I took 2 posters of 2 telephones. This side was a mobile phone, 2020 dated. This hand I held a 1924. The big, the big chunk, big wires, they're totally different. Third poster is where some people not very happy about what I showed, but I'll tell you. 2 classrooms. The classroom, how it looks. 1920, 2020. 100 years apart. No change, same. That's exactly what you said. Rows and columns of desks, chairs, blackboard. And the students are told what to do, when to do, how to do. Okay? They are suppressed about thinking themselves, asking questions. Right? My idea of a classroom, it's like you sit like this, you face each other, because in the classroom I'm facing the back of the student. We are educating ourselves right now.
Exactly.
Right? We are sitting, we have...
The ideal classroom, I also believe, is a U shape where everybody gets to see each
you
other.
talk. You talk, you learn, go get your smoothie, milkshake, whatever you want, go sit on the computer, learn. Right? So, how do you change the system? It's not like you and I can change overnight. It has to be done at the highest level. And even at that level, it'll take a few decades to change. But it has to change because, okay, I'll tell you why. The first evidence that the system is a failure, you tell any student, tomorrow school holiday. What they do? They rejoice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's school holiday. Why? You should be sad. They are rejoicing because they don't want that. When you say tomorrow no internet, they'll be sad. That's how the school system should be.
So the litmus test is a very simple question you asked, right? Yeah. Tomorrow school is holiday. How do you feel? That answers the question.
That answers the question. So let's make it into a system where you say tomorrow is a holiday and they feel sad about it. So then the system is a hit.
Can we put it out loud here that the intention is we really need to relook at our whole education system and create a system where it's conducive for learning, where ideas are shared, questions are asked, peer-to-peer learning happens, where really we give children the food for thought which can help them develop them. They can be future leaders of this country and the world.
And at the same time, let them learn what is required to learn. Don't burden them. So what happens is, one is the stress of learning unnecessary things. Second is waste of time.
Yeah.
They can do wonders with that time.
Yeah.
Right? So many children have asked, I don't want to study this subject. Why should I study this subject? I'll do something else which I want to learn.
No, with AI coming, memory, you don't need to remember stuff first. It is disrupting everything. The whole education system is on memory. What is going to happen, you think?
No, it's a
separate, different question. 10 years from now, what is going to happen is a question.
Separate subject. AI, we cannot talk about AI today because we don't know what's tomorrow.
Yep.
As of today, AI is kind of a supplement learning, right? But we are getting over-dependent on it. So, AI, I don't know what will happen to the natural intelligence after 10 years, 20 years, because
your cognitive thinking is going to go down. You're no more going to think, right?
Already declining.
Already declining, right?
See, when mobile phones came, people forgot remembering phone numbers.
Even your mother's number you don't remember. You have to see your mobile phone right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where's going to go AI? We don't know.
Only time has to tell.
Only time has to tell. But James Cameron had predicted in 80s how AI can take over and can be a disaster if not handled properly. So technology never stops.
Let's wait and see how that rolls out. But one thing loud and clear, somebody needs to really look at the education system. And
But who?
that's the question.
See, even when you talk about it, the people who are in the system, they don't want to accept it. They said, this is the system we want today. So first we have to convince them. So yeah, I think it'll all come in the change, but somebody has to do it.
So smart kids, tech savvy, let's create an environment where they can be open to learning. Also, the education doesn't teach things which you need in the real world. That's what pains me. It doesn't teach you how to handle failures. It doesn't teach you how to handle relationships.
Yeah.
So all the things which you need in the real world, the education system should teach.
How to handle finances.
Finances, financial literacy, zero.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, we have done that. We are not finding answers here, but we are asking questions. And I want to leave that and hope something comes to that. Now let's talk about Amir Mahal because we're going to talk about food.
Okay.
Our favorite topic,
Yes,
right?
yes.
You have a heritage of chefs who work for you.
Yep.
I also heard that there's certain chefs only for desserts. There's certain desserts which has been in your family for 150 years.
Yes.
Can you talk about that? And the biryani. The talk about biryani is already my mouth is salivating. Can you talk about that? What's the favorite biryani in your cuisine?
We have 10th generation families who are living here who make only the biryani in Amir Mah. Okay, so there is a generations of a family who are living who make only the salans, the curries. And there is one generation of families who make only the desserts. And also,
When you say generation, this is the 8th or 9th, 10th generation of people. It's passed
they're
on
living,
like that?
Yes, absolutely. And they live inside Amir Mah. And of course, the members of the family, like my grandmother, was a fantastic cook herself, my mom, and the ladies of the family, and the men both, in fact. We try to. Yeah.
How many things you do? You piano, quiz master, you played cricket.
No, the max I have done personally, I have just boiled an egg.
Okay, great. Okay, it's not you. Okay.
So I'm just telling generally in the family. And so, say, how much can we talk about food? I could go on and on.
Tell me, what's the favorite biryani of yours and what's the best biryani which is cooked in your place?
So we have, talking about biryani, we have different kinds of biryanis. One which we make at home for just the family, which is a lighter version. Less of spices, less of masala and all that. Then we have one where...
Is this the basmati rice biryani which is made at your home or the...
I'll come to that. No,
Yeah.
this is not the basmati. What
This is
we
the
make-
Siraga Samba small rice?
No, not even small. It's the normal rice.
Okay, normal rice. Okay.
Yeah. The basmati one is made for the functions and get-togethers, where it's a little more heavier stuff. And then there is another biryani which is made for the festivals and the weddings and all that. So that is on the heavier side, which can be made only if it's made in that big day.
So it needs to be done for a few hundred people or...
1,000.
1,000 people. Oh,
Yeah, 100 to 600, 700, 1,000, 2,000,
this was
5,000
like the
people.
wedding kind of biryani.
Only then you get that taste. You can't get that taste when you cook the same biryani in a smaller pot. So 2-3 kinds of biryanis. And then interestingly, our salans or the curries, so we have both veg and non-veg. And when we talk about non-veg, we are talking about vegetarian dishes added with some meat or the other.
Oh.
So it'll be a dish like a carrot mutton. So it'll be a dish like cucumber and prawns or stuff like that, And we have dishes which are very unique to our family.
So your chefs have been doing fusion food for many centuries then.
Even now we keep trying.
Yeah.
Even now my mom also keeps trying her own recipes, fusing things and all that. Yeah. Things like tamarind and mutton. Tamarind is not the tamarind. Tamarind leaves. We call it sugar gosh and all that. Stuff like that. But the most important point I would like to mention here, when talking about food, is that Amir Mahal, we have served non-veg for Okay, by the way, Amir Mah is about 200 years old, almost 175 years old. In this 175 years, we have never ever served three things. Ever. First one, alcohol. Never liquor. Right? Don't drink, don't serve. And it is prohibited in our faith. Second is pork.
Which is
Never
again in
tried,
the faith.
never served. Again,
In the faith.
prohibited. It's haram. Haram means prohibited. Third is, though it's allowed for us, but still we have never served, is beef.
Because you have Hindu neighbors around you, just to maintain the respect.
Many people don't eat beef. They come from the Hindu religion or other religions. Not to make them uncomfortable, we have had this practice of never ever serving beef, and we still continue even today.
That tells you that you merely don't speak about communal harmony, you live it.
See, I
Because
think it's the
just
most.
the respect for the faith, right? It's not that nobody says don't do it, but it is just the respect for people around you.
I think that's the definition of humanity. The first criteria is be a human being and respect human beings. Right? Be human. Right? You can't be stuck up because you want to be stuck up and make others uncomfortable. That is not what your religion teaches you. Right? You can't. Okay, I'll continue here. You can't say that I pray, I fast, I give charity, I do that, I do this. I'm a good human being. No. You have to be good to other human beings for all these things to get accepted.
Your action speaks louder than your words. What you do
Yeah.
matters more than what you say.
Absolutely. That's very important.
Okay. You're talking about desert. 1955, Prime Minister Nehru came, had a desert. 8 years later, he came and again requested for the same desert. Is that how famous your deserts are? By the way, what desert was that?
That was, we call it kun, which is nothing but almond badam halwa, but made in our own style. So, okay, it's a very interesting story. So, a Panditji had come to Madras when Nehruji came, and my great-grandfather was invited by the then governor, I think it was Sri Prakasa, to come to Raj Bhavan for lunch. So at the lunch, it was the governor, it was my great-grandfather, Nehruji, and a couple of other ministers were sitting. So he was introduced as he's the Prince of Arcot and the Prime Minister. So while talking, he said, my grandfather said, my great-grandfather, Panditji will be honored to host you at Amir Mah. This is after lunch at the Raj Bhavan. And he expected a reply that, yes, I'll come sometime in the future when I come to Madras. You know what he said? Sure, I'll come this evening. And
That was not expected.
my grandfather didn't expect that reply. And immediately, I believe the ministers and whoever, they said, no, Pandit, we cannot do that. It's too soon. We cannot do all the
protocols.
protocol, the security, the bandobast and all. This is impossible. From Raj Bhavan to Amir Mahal. He said, no, wait. He called his secretary. He said, what time we are free in the evening? He said, we are free at about 5 o'clock. Okay, Nawabzada. 5 o'clock, I'm coming to Amir Mahal. In 3 hours, the entire arrangement was done. From Raj Bhavan to Amir Mahal. Invitations were sent. The security was done. The protocols were done. Everything was done. And 5 o'clock, he reached the Prime Minister of India. He reaches Amir Mahal and high tea. And then this badam dessert was made. And he had that. And he loved it so much. Again in 63,
8 years later.
8 years later, we came to know that he's coming to Madras. Then my grandfather sent an invite again to Delhi this time. So when you come to Madras, you've been to Amir Mahal, would you, we'll be honored if you come again. He said, yes, I'm coming. Provided you make that same badam halwa.
He still remembered 8 years
He
later.
remembered that and we made again and he had it again and he appreciated it again.
What's your top 3 desserts favorite from your chefs who do it?
So, okay. But my personal favorite
First
is ice cream.
Ice cream, okay.
Yeah. So, one is ice cream, which, okay, by the way, I make ice cream Sundays. No?
Okay, you just said you only do boil eggs. You
No,
do ice cream
that is
also.
the main course.
Okay. Dessert course. So you
So
you do your own ice cream.
I make my own sundaes, I said.
Okay.
So I
Mm.
get the ingredients,
Okay.
and one of the Sundays, it's my friends and family have named it Asif Sunday.
I'm going to self-invite myself to Amir Mahal.
I'll make it today for you.
Okay.
So yeah, so ice cream is my first preference, and then we have so many desserts. We have the kun, we have the peni, which is more like a sweet puff. Then we have the semaya, a vermicelli, mixed with a lot of sugar syrup and nuts and all that. And then we have the bread ka meetha, and so many are there. But top is ice cream.
Top is ice cream.
I'm sure you like ice cream.
100%. Who says no to ice cream? Okay. You're going to
Next
send
time-
that across to me. I'm going to send my driver later to the evening and pick it up.
No, you can't pick it up.
Okay.
It has to be eaten on the spot.
Okay. Then I have to drop in there.
You have to. Yeah, come, most welcome. Let's have together.
Thank you. Okay, culturally, what I love about Amir Mahal, what you have set up is the ecosystem where people from all status of society can come, participate, art, culture, sports. You have a complete setup for sports cricket also. Can you talk about that?
Yes. Okay, before I talk about sports, it's very important that none of this is a commercial thing. The events.
Yeah.
It's only by invitation. So when we invite, usually people come with someone along. And we said, come, please come, most welcome. All are welcome. This is what Amir Mahal is. It's never restricted. Sometimes people just, these foreigners who keep walking around with the backpack. So they walk in front of the Amir Mahal gate and just, they see the gate and what is this? And the security calls my office. Says some foreigners asking what is it? Send them inside. Let them know the history. So they just walk in and then they're happy to see the history and stuff like that. So anyone and everyone with not much of a permissions and protocol and all that. So we've kept it easy like that. And yes, I'm a cricketer. So I played cricket for league, for the TNCA league. Then I played for the Madras Gymkhana Club. I played league for MCC, second division at that time in the 90s. And then I started organizing cricket tournaments and other sports also, but mainly cricket. And then we have a ground where we have turf wickets where we promote a lot of school cricket, college cricket. I remember there was a little boy, about 6 years old. And we had little nets and he used to come and practice there. And literally practice morning and evening. Then he turned out to be a fantastic cricketer. And then very proud to see today that he's playing for India.
Who's that?
And he's my my favorite, my dear Washington Sundar.
Okay, Washington Sundar practiced in Amir Mahal from the age of what?
I think he was 6 years old.
Okay, literally is a product from the ecosystem which you have created for cricket.
Where he is now is 100% because of his hard work.
Yeah, you have to give credit for the hard work. There's no doubt about it.
The facility was there. Many players were there. But one Washington Sundar is there. Right? Because of his hard work. And he dedicated his time, his life for cricket. And it paid off well. So he's performing amazingly and very proud of him. And very proud of his family also. And they're very good friends.
All this ecosystem is actually free. You have done it in such a way that people can consume, be part of it, grow in that system and start working.
Absolutely free. We never kept it commercially. But yes, we have, outside of Amir Mahal, we have a company which also promotes sports in the sense like we connect the players. So we have IPL players on board. We have a couple of Indian cricketers on board. This company, we connect them to the brands like Adidas or Reebok or Nike or sports apparel brands, SS, SG, stuff like that. So that's a separate thing. But that is outside Amir Mahal. So inside Amir Mahal, it's nothing commercials. It's just to promote sports, art, culture, education, and food, a lot of food.
Yeah. Part of being a Divan and taking care of your father's work, the lot of infrastructure which you take care. Like I read that your family still takes care of the dwellings in Mecca and Medina for pilgrims who go there. Is that true?
Yes. This place was bought in Mecca and Medina by my forefather by name Nawabzada. Walaja is the one who constructed the Chepauk Palace. who moved Arcot to Madras.
Madras. He changed the capital from
He
Arcot.
changed the capital. He changed the capital. He was the first one to move. And then he bought space in Mecca, in Medina, for the people who go for the pilgrimage from India to go and stay there. For
It's
the
a place
comfort.
for them to stay before.
For the comfort of our people, of the Indian people. So that was bought late 1700s. And today we still maintain that space. But of course, it's not in the same place where it was. So now it's moved to a much bigger place. So even today, when the people go for the pilgrimage, for the Hajj pilgrimage, from our state of Tamil Nadu, they go and stay in that, in our place, which is the Arcot Waqf in Mecca.
Can
So
you talk
that's-
about the waqf which you're talking about? There's a lot of property which has been given for charity, which you still take care of. How much properties are there? Is that a day-to-day work you have to really do, or how does it work?
Okay.
Explain that to us, no? What is that waqf and how does it work?
Okay. So when so the most prominent of the Nawabs was Nawab Walaja. So Walaja is the one who converted many of his properties to a trust, so that they are safeguarded. And today the trust is called the Prince of Arcot Endowments. It is not the Waqf. Waqf is different. It is something like a Waqf, but it's got an act of itself. It's called the Prince of Arcot Endowments Act. And that, the head of that Prince of Arcot Endowments is the Prince of Arcot, known
Which
as
is your father, right?
which is my father. And to run the show, to run the endowments, the Prince of Arcot appoints a kind of it's like a CEO, but he's called the agent, who is the head of the endowments. Right? So the Prince of Arcot appoints an agent to run the endowment as the head, and that today is my brother Nawabzada Muhammad Nasir Ali. So he is the agent of the Prince of Arcot endowments, and the property is mostly in Trichy and Madras and some in Arcot.
A lot of mosques also.
Mosques, lot of properties, all maintained even today. So that's the endowments part. So it's not the Waqf. So Waqf is a different thing. So Waqf is the Tamil Nadu Waqf Board, and we have the Indian Waqf Board. So we don't come under that. But this is a separate act itself. But it was made into a trust so that it's not utilized by any one person or sold or used or misused. And all that. So it's under control now.
Under control, and it is run, it's taken care of, it still does its duty, helping people and going on.
Absolutely.
And your brother takes care of it, basically.
My brother takes care of us as the head of the endowments.
Okay, great. So now you also are into business. Apart from all the duties you do, you also are into business. Can you talk about your entrepreneurial ventures?
So I'm a commerce student. I studied, my schooling was in Don Bosco, Egmore. Then I went to the Loyola College, Nungampakam. But after commerce, I think at that time when I was at school, I was introduced to computers. So I bought my first Atari computer in the late 80s, I guess. And late 80s, when people were still coming to know what a computer is, I used to do coding. And I used to make graphics by just coding at that time. Right?
What language was that? Basic?
It was basic.
Basic. Not bad. My memory is still intact.
Yeah. So in basic, I used to make flags. I used to make aeroplanes. And as a kid. So that interest evolved into me forming a company called Foxtech India, where I started making websites. So website was something new when the internet came. So I started at that time that HTML, some scripting, JavaScript, this, that, and then I started making. Then I used to make a website for companies, for brands, for this, and then that evolved into a software company itself. Like today we have a company which also makes apps and all that. So that is one. That is the software business.
That's your Foxtech.
That's Foxtech India. Foxtech India. And then we have another company which is mainly focusing on food. Right. So we are having our products of nuts, especially various kinds of nuts in the Indian market, as well as in the Middle Eastern market. So that's the food business. And then we have a sports company, as I said, which has a couple of sportsmen from mainly from cricket, And also it's for the talent management. So we manage their talent.
By getting sponsors and stuff like that, getting them on board.
Yes, something like that. So, and also I have a foundation called the Arcot Foundation, which does voluntary work like doing master classes for students and doing quizzes.
This is your way of giving back.
This is my way of giving back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay,
this
these
is
are
it.
your entrepreneurial ventures. Just tell me, for entrepreneurs watching this podcast.
And sorry, and music.
Yeah, we'll come to music. Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Sorry.
entrepreneurs watching this podcast, what's your message? Because I feel next 10-25 is India's growth story. We are living in the best times possible. If you're an entrepreneur, the best time to live and the best country to live is in India. That's my personal belief. What's your message for the entrepreneurs listening to this podcast?
One very important message is that now we have a lot of incubation centers and startups. So startup is a term which we never heard of before. So now everyone is a startup now. One thing for the youngsters especially, who have amazing talent, amazing ideas, amazing innovative ideas and all that. What I have seen is they don't have the patience to focus and pursue one basic idea of theirs. They're trying to start something, seeing it for a few days, a few weeks, and jumping to another product or another service, right? Trying for a few days, again jumping. So the patience levels are very low. So my only suggestion to the younger entrepreneurs is hold on to it, have some patience, give it time, because the graph, it takes off slow and then it'll go up like a rocket. But the idea is to have patience and hard work with one product or service. Focus on it, follow it, it'll happen.
Yeah, because the quote says that you become an overnight success after 10 years of hard work. The success is overnight, but people don't see the 10 years of hard work. That's how any entrepreneur success has been, right?
Yes, this example I gave at the UEF, so United Economic Forum. That's a big forum by a very dear brother of mine by name Ahmed Buhari. So his father is the founder. There I give this example, what you said now. There is a bamboo tree in China. Okay, when they plant the seed, right? 5 years, nothing comes out.
Yeah.
Nothing comes out. So you don't think that it's not coming out. But 5 years, it's this particular bamboo, it forms the roots. And the next 6 months after that, it grows to a height of 50 feet or 60 feet or something. So the patience pays
The
off.
Chinese bamboo tree is a very powerful example because it takes 5 years to build the foundation, for the massive momentum.
Exactly.
Correct? That's how it works.
Yes.
And you're bang on right. I think entrepreneurs are very good today. They're very smart. They just need to focus, stay on to the idea and make it work. And so just going to the next one and next one. If they do that, India is the best country to live in.
No, there are amazing talent, amazing potential. So the UEF, I want to talk a bit about it.
Yeah.
So the United Economic Forum is something which was started by B.S. Rahman uncle. And now the president is Ahmed Buhari, his son. And we have this summit of the UEF summit every 2 years in Chennai, where it's a huge gathering for 3 days. Last we had at the Chennai Trade Center, we had 12,000 footfalls, right? And we invite entrepreneurs from across the world. We even have the Sheikh Gurer from Dubai, from Thailand, from US, from UK. They all come and talk. So I was made the chairman, fortunately, for this summit. So the motto of this summit, today the GDP of Tamil Nadu is 360 billion. Okay. The projected figure in 2047, that is 1947, 2047, I believe it is 2.7 trillion USD. The motto of UEF is to make it by 2047, not 2.7 trillion, 4 trillion. That is Ahmed Bhai's dream,
Vision.
which we are all working on. Possible, doable. But how it happens is, where you're talking about the entrepreneurs, this is a thing which has to be contributed by everyone to believe in this concept and to believe in the potential and to work towards it, doable.
Yeah. 2030, 1 trillion is the target by Tamil Nadu government, which was set.
Yes.
That happens, I think 4 trillion, we are on the way.
Why not? Why not? Dream big, man. It'll happen.
That's what you had to focus. I also heard about your speak in UN. July
Yes.
2025, where you spoke about education. Can you talk about that? You spoke in New York, right? Where did you speak?
I
United Nations.
This I spoke at the United Nations
Mm.
in New York, the hub,
Mm.
the headquarters. I was very fortunate. So I first gave a talk in Dubai
Mm.
on a global peace summit, where I spoke about world peace and interfaith harmony. So anything I speak on these platforms, I connect with education and interfaith harmony.
Mm.
So these two topics are my main topics.
Mm.
There I had, there were people from the UN, and after my speech, they came to me directly and said, this happened in Feb, and they said, May, we want you to come and speak about this in Bangkok, United Nations. On the spot, I said, yes, I'm coming.
Mm.
What better platform than speak in the UN? I said, yeah, it's a great opportunity. I'm coming. And May I went there. I spoke in Bangkok at the UN. There was a group from the UN in New York.
Mm.
And they said that after my speech, we met at dinner. And they said, we want to invite you to come and talk in the headquarters of UN in New York in July. I said, what? Okay, I'm coming. But I said, I will not speak on the same topic. I touched this, but I want to speak on education. And it was a human rights summit. I said, education for peace. They said, yes, definitely. Then I went to New York, and what an experience, man. I mean, as kids, we've been seeing UN, the events and the talks there, and the hall and the space. You can't imagine to believe that you're going to go there and talk at the UN. It's like it was like a dream come true for me.
But your message was universal, which I feel is the need of the hour.
But I spoke on education.
Yeah.
Okay, this was not on just education. This talk was not exactly on changing the system of education. This was for education for peace,
Peace.
right? And I
Which
said,
I feel is the need of the hour.
yeah. I said education is not only for students. I said education. Okay, by the way, there were people from 70 countries sitting there. 70 countries. I think I was the only one Indian speaker was me. I think one more. I did it the next day. So I said education is not only for students. Education is for the parents, the teachers, the policymakers, the lawmakers, and leaders of the country should be educated on how to run the country. And I got an applause from all those people there. And what is education? Education is not just taking education is not just taking your book and studying about it, not memorizing. I don't know how to explain. Education is something which is education. Yeah.
The education comes from a root Latin word which actually says to pull out, not shove it in. It's actually pulling out.
What a beautiful thing. Yeah, that's what.
That's the root meaning of education.
Exactly. Education is something which you learn to make the world a better place.
Exactly.
To make yourself, the people around you better. Yeah.
You did a TED talk of your topic was building bridges, not walls.
Yes.
Can you talk about that?
I believed in that always, and I still believe that anything is solvable if you build a bridge. So I think that talk was on, I categorized into 5 different slots, and I said building bridges today between families itself, building bridges between the teacher and the students, building bridges between the politicians and the citizens, building bridges between people of various faiths, building bridges between the Gen Z and, what term I used? Boomers, I think.
Yeah. You're talking about us. Okay.
So what is building bridges? That I spoke on that. How do you build a bridge? The bridges of understanding, the bridges of confidence, the bridges of trusting each other, the bridges of respect, the bridges to give and take through that bridge, right? The bridges of peace and harmony. So I wanted to say that, and I got an opportunity at the TED Talk. So I was fortunate, and I just said what I had to say.
Thank you. I'm going to ask you the question. You said various bridges. Can we build bridges between countries?
We have
With the
to-
wars
we have
happening
to.
around us, what do you feel? You know, Russia, Ukraine is happening for many years now. Iran, US, The number of times they said ceasefire and next day what happens, we all know. What's your take on it when you see all that happening in the world? When we're talking about building bridges.
I think it all boils down to. In fact, I've given a talk on that also. How greedy man has become, right? The first, is the survival instinct. Then you have the basic necessities. Then you have the comfort.
Maslow's law, if you go
Then
by.
you have the luxury.
Yeah.
Then you have identity, and after identity, you have power.
Hierarchy of needs, if you go by Maslow's
Yeah, exactly.
hierarchy needs.
Yeah. So after power, what?
Mm.
After power is more power, and then greed, and then. So as the pyramid goes up, the emotions and sentiments come down. So that's what's happening in the world. You forget being logical, rational, and I don't know. We make borders to divide each other. No one is making bridges, as you said. But whatever is happening today around the world in these regions is very sad, and we can only pray at that highest level, at the government level, to sort out things. Because as civilians, we can only pray and share things on social media. What can we do more than that? Because nowadays, even if it's a mass appeal or a petition, it doesn't work. People are so powerful on that level. They ignore all that and they just go on their invading spree, I guess.
No way. Let's hope and pray next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now, we see a better world where the focus is on building bridges, peace, harmony, which is possible.
When this will happen.
I'm a very optimistic guy. I'm a firm believer of saying that it is possible.
When this will happen, we have to respect our elders, but at the same time, there should be an age of retirement, right? The older people should take a back seat and maybe come on the advisory board or call it the wisdom board, give their wisdom, give their advice, right? So today, if you see, as we're talking about the Gen Z and the youngster, they have a lot to give. They have a lot of developmental ideas. But after a certain age, if you are still in the power to lead a country, I think that's leading to a disaster. Right? Give the chance to youngster. They want to develop the nation. They want to develop the world. How long you want to hold your seat for? Right? After an age, have a retirement age. Right? Take a back seat. Give your advice. Let them run the show, man. How long you want to hold it?
Yeah, you do have wisdom, and give the wisdom to people and help
Pass
them
it
to-
on.
Yeah,
Pass it on.
that's a thought. We can put it out loud there. Let's see what happens tomorrow.
We should.
Yeah.
We should.
So you are very happy with what's happening in Tamil Nadu. For the first time, Gen Z are getting into politics big time. What's your take on it?
Okay, that's okay.
Completely
Very
different.
tricky, very tricky subject. See, I was asked a question even more trickier. In one of the talks, somebody asked me, which is better, sir, democracy or monarchy? Which is a success, according to you? I said, whichever benefits the people is a success. Right? If it's a
Because every
democracy,
system was designed to help people, grow people, unite people, and work for people.
what is a system?
Yeah,
It is made for the benefit of the people.
correct.
If you have a monarch who's being beneficial for the people and the people are happy with him, then that's a success.
Which means he's doing a fabulous work, whatever monarch, then its system works.
Then if it's a bad monarch, he's out.
Yeah.
It's a failure. Similarly, if that country's democracy is working for those people, it's a success. I can never say that this is a hit or this is a hit. It all depends from people to people, country to country. And in our country, we have had ups and downs with different governments, with different people in the government. But we cannot comment on which government was a success, which is a failure, depending on that time what happened. Right? So, for that, everything time will show.
So that's your answer
Yeah.
for Tamil Nadu.
Yeah,
Only time will
I
tell.
have to be diplomatic here. what other option I have?
I guess so. Tell me this, you might have met some amazing different personalities in Amir Mahal. Can you share that?
Okay, Amir Mahal, yeah. So, okay. Amir Mahal is a very apolitical place, right? So, we have people coming from various backgrounds, various political parties. We have, leaders come from the BJP, the Congress, the DMK, the ADMK, anyone and everyone are welcome, right? The main reason is because the Prince of Arcot and Amir Mahal have never been into the political angle ever. All are welcome, right? We are a place to unite people. So by God's grace, we had the honor, the Prince of Arcot had the honor of inviting the presidents of India. We had the late Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, the vice presidents, all the governors, chief ministers, not only of our state, but of different states. So yes, and very interestingly, short stories are there. For example, our former chief minister, that is Stalinji's father,
Kalinjar
Karunanidhi, when he came 3 times, right, as the chief minister. I remember one of the events, my mom and dad, they take care of every detail. In the 90s, I guess. I was in college, just after college. So we had made a huge spread of food. The main table, okay, 30 people. And then smaller tables around. So about 80, 90 people hall. And at the main table, we have kept biryanis and salans and this and all. So CM came and we had the formality speech and all that. Then it was time for dinner. So Kalinjar goes and sits in his chair, and the Prince of Arcot, my father, is sitting opposite to him. Mom, the guest, and he looks at the food and he says that it's so simple, so nice of him. I don't want all this. Give me plain rice and fish curry. I said, where do we get it? We don't have it. Right? We don't have the fish curry there. So see, this is the advantage of having the relatives and extended family. So my mom sent our staff to go check in some auntie's house or uncle's house who has fish curry.
Which means in Amir
Yeah,
Mahal,
in
go to
Amir
any
Mahal.
house
In
and
Amir
go to
Mahal.
any,
Yeah, in Amir Mahal, go to. So her sister, my mom's sister also stays there. So she had made fish curry. So they brought the fish curry. And they served that fish curry with plain rice, and he ate that comfortably. And then he left. It was so nice to see that, that simple gesture.
the complete spread. He just wanted rice and fish curry. That's all. And luckily you had it in some house in Amir Mahal.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. So apolitical, people from different political parties have always come. Anybody outside India has come, dignitaries?
Oh, lots. We had the ministers from different countries, from the UK, from Australia, from France, from many European countries, from the US, all the ambassadors, the consulates, and the ministers of those countries. Yes, we're open to, because more than just them visiting, it is making sure that our people here meet the international dignitaries and work out things which can benefit bilaterally. So that is the idea of Amir Mah. So that's the whole idea.
That's the intention of it.
That's the intention of it. Yeah. And also you learn so much, when you meet people from other cultures, other regions. You learn so much. It's a very interesting thing to meet people from other states.
I agree. You said that Washi was a product from Amir Mahal environment. Is there any other kid you can name who's changing the world right now?
Okay, there is so much of potential in our kids here. I remember, I think about 5 years back, maybe, or even more, I guess. There was a little young kid who came with his father, and who was introduced to me by one of my cousins. So he was into software and IT and AI especially, and all that. And he looked very intelligent, very brilliant, and I told my cousin Fahad that this guy looks very high potential, and I told that youngster that any kind of support, if we can be, because he was from Chennai, from Mylapore, I guess.
Mylapore.
I said anything we can be of support, if we can collaborate and help or support anything, we are always there for you. Later, I read the news last year that he became the first or the youngest Indian billionaire.
You're talking about Arvind.
Arvind Srinivas.
Perplexity.
Perplexity.
Oh boy.
Brilliant guy, brilliant fellow.
Okay.
So the potential is there. And from being a student of technology to where he is now. Because he's hardworking and he knows exactly where to put his pieces and how to move about it.
He's really making India proud.
Very proud of him.
Yeah, really.
Very nice.
Okay, now that you're talking about Arvind, let's talk a little about Gen Z. Any message you want to give to Gen Z?
One message, the most important thing is, I don't know, it's very important how the Gen Z understands the message. I think this message is more for the elders than the Gen Z. Make them grow to respect human values. So much of technology, so much of gadgets, so much of AI. It's not my worry, it's the worry of many people of our generation that the sentiments and the emotions are being diminished. So for that, I think the Gen Z have to spend more time with the family. It's very, very important. Spend time with family and respect your parents, respect your teachers. Because nowadays, the technology is making them believe that they have overtaken their own parents, which you can never do. Because they taught you how to eat with a spoon when you didn't know how to hold a spoon. They taught you how to write with a pen when you didn't know how to hold a pen. Right. So I think that's very important. And also not to just keep running behind money. That's what I've been hearing a lot. That we want to make money, we want to become a millionaire, we want to become a billionaire. You're not going to go anywhere. Right? You concentrate on your skill, your art, which will make you a millionaire or a billionaire in that fact. But when you run behind money, nothing is going to go.
Yeah, two things. I was in a meeting and I had a question like this. And my question was, why do you want to become a billionaire? And the guy said, no, then I'll become famous, rich, people will know me. I said, then why do you want to become famous? People should know you. We went on because I really want to be happy. I said, okay, that's what you want, right? End of the day, you want joy, happiness. Can you go directly for it? And this is just a means of it, as you're rightly saying, right?
Exactly.
End of the day, family matters.
And
Your people around you matters. The 5-6 people matter. Anything you get at the cost of them is not worth it. At the cost of your health is not worth it. At the cost of your relationship is not worth it. And can you strike a balance, right?
that's very important.
Just strike a balance, right? If you can strike a balance, that's the message which needs to go. And one more thing, I somehow feel Gen Z are overspending what they're making, right? If you're making 30,000, they already have 35,000 expert. If you're making a lakh, they're already a lakh and 25. It's not right or wrong. Any message for that? Maybe they go behind brands, stuff like that.
No. Yeah. So this is a big issue now because this is putting them into a lot of debt at this age. And to come out of the debt, they have the potential to do things which are not advisable to do. So, you know what I mean? So I think it's all that thing about exposure with the gadgets and the system we have today in this world. They're exposed to so much in the world. They want to be at par with all this brand stuff and all that. Let me tell you, this is what I teach my children. My wife Seema, both of us, we teach our children that never let the brand wear you. What you wear becomes the brand. Make yourself like that. Right? There are kids I've seen who cannot go out without wearing a logo of a brand.
Yeah.
You know, it makes them to be something which they are not actually.
I agree.
Right?
Let the brand not be your identity. Let your identity be the brand the world sees.
That's exactly
That's it.
how we have been brought up.
Yeah.
Right? I'm wearing this, for example, I don't even know.
Don't know
What
which
this
brand
is.
is. Doesn't really matter, right? Doesn't really matter.
No.
It's
Seriously.
your conversation, what you say, what you feel from here, and what lands and what makes a difference, what impacts.
Yeah, I did one experiment. I bought a watch and I was at an event and I had some friends, not friends, but like known people. And deliberately, I was trying to show off my watch. It was an experiment, okay?
It was a human experiment with
Yeah,
real people.
human experiment.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to do this. And I know someone will point out because that crowd was like that. I said, someone said, "Hey, new watch. I mean, what brand is that?" I blabbered some name. And when you talk about some unknown name, they think it's some luxury designer brand.
Yep.
I said, "Wow, wow, man." Okay. And then I asked them, I just picked up yesterday. Can you guess how much? They were shocked. Nobody asked how much the watch. First of all, they were confused. Why is this guy asking how much is his own watch? And they didn't know how to react. They said, you looking like this. I said, guess. I said, we don't know. I showed like this.
So some might have thought 4
Yeah.
lakhs, some might
No.
have thought 40 lakhs.
One guy said, 40 lakhs, huh? After seeing the watch, he's saying 40 lakhs. I said, no. 4 lakhs. I said, no. I was going on showing 4. It's about 40,000. I said, no. What's he? 1 0 less or more? He said. I said, 4,000. I said, no. He said, how much? I said, 400 rupees. It was a toy watch, 400 rupees, and they guessed it 40 lakhs. I said, this is a 400 rupees watch. What are you saying? This is what is in your head, I said. They're all shocked. So this is a message for Gen Z that, it doesn't matter what you wear. It's how you carry it.
Your identity should be a brand.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's.
But that watch was only for that day. So.
Yeah, I know. That was for a human experiment.
Yeah, that's for
With a bunch
experimenting,
of friends. Let's underline.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's switch gears now. Quiz master, right? How did that passion start?
Quizzing, I started when I was in my, I think, 5th grade. After class or in lunch break or in any break, I used to just gather friends and start asking questions. Right? And then I started building on that. As I was growing up, I was doing quizzes and for the class, for the friends, for any parties and all that. And then that turned out to become a kind of professional. So now I do for... So more than anything, I love to share knowledge. And quiz is a fine way of learning things in a fun way.
Correct.
And when you learn in a fun way, you remember. Right? I'm not forcing you. If I force you, you'll never remember. You have to learn this. You have to study this. No, I don't want to. But when you do it in like a game, like a fun thing, you remember. And it gives me a kick to share facts, which also sometimes surprises people. So that's how it started. And then I started doing for schools professionally, for colleges, for universities, for clubs like the Rotaries and Lions, and then the consulates, and then corporates. And now I'm building apps to do quizzes online. And next month we are targeting a world record for the most number of people playing the quiz at the same time online.
What's the number you're going for?
Right now, the world record is 16,000 odd people playing in some country in Europe at a time. Where we are targeting is 1 lakh.
1 lakh people online quiz at the same time.
At the same time. So that's, even if I cross
16,000 above, you're already the world record.
If I touch 17,000, it's a world record. But our aim is 1 lakh because we have the potential to do it.
All the best. Hopefully you crack the world record and get the message out for people.
And the name of the quiz, the pencil box quiz.
Okay, why is it called pencil box quiz?
Because it'll take you back to school.
Oh.
Let's make it that simple and fun. Yeah.
That's going to be interesting to watch and see how it unfolds.
Yes.
Anything interesting has happened? Any question where you had a great experience in a quiz, can you share? Something which happened which was very interesting, you'll never forget.
I don't know. There are like small instances where every quiz, I learn something from the participant, especially school students. I think that I have prepared questions. I have a data bank. I think I have about 30,000 questions now, right? And I've done hundreds of quizzes for years together.
So you curate the questions always?
I curate.
Okay.
I curate different subjects. Still, every quiz, not all the questions are perfect. I am corrected by some student which I feel very happy about. And I correct that question for my next quiz.
Which means the facts or factually the question is not correct or the answer.
Like, for
is
example, I asked a science question to a 7th standard kid, kids. I said, in what medium sound travels the fastest? Is it solid, liquid, gas, or a vacuum? The answer is solid.
Really?
The answer is solid.
Okay.
Steam.
Common sense, we think we'll say vacuum, I think, but answer is actually solid.
Solid. So if you keep your ear on a steel beam, and if a tap there, the sound of the tap in the air will come slow, then it comes through the
Oh.
steel solid structure. And the answer was solid. So one kid put his hand up. Sir, but you didn't mention under what temperature. I said, oh my God, I should have expanded the question. Under what pressure, under what temperature, which ambience, the kids know so much. So I've learned like this small things.
So every quiz you learn.
Every
something.
quiz I learn. Because I make the questions. And when I'm making the question, I learn first. And after I learn, I give it to the kids.
That's your quizzing. You also play the piano,
Yeah.
compose music, and collaborate with Lucky Ali and A.R. Rahman. Can you talk about that?
So I started playing the keyboard when I was in school. And I used to make my own tunes. I had a small keyboard. It was Yamaha. It had a recording features. I used to make tunes and all that. Then the MIDI came. The computer generated, not generated, but with the help of the computer, you can record. I used to record through the computer. That made things even more interesting for me. And then so Lucky Ali, fantastic artist, Man of the Month, Channel V, MTV in the 90s. Even now, he's doing concerts left, right, center, all over the world, even the US last. So I met him in 2001. I met him in the sense that we are related. We are related, but I met him as an artist, right? I said, I call him Ali Bhai. So I said, Ali Bhai, come and listen to my music. I said, you made some tunes? I said, yes. And I played my tune. And he was so impressed. He said, Asif, will you make my next album? I said, yes, with pleasure. That time his O Sanam was released. Suno was released.
All the
His
super
next
hits.
album, super duper hit. His Sifar was released. This album called Kabhi Aisa Lagta Hai. Kabhi Aisa Lagta Hai. I composed the songs in our studio at Amir Mahal, and Lucky Bhai spent days there. We spent composing music, and then we went to London to record a song, and then we went to London for the holiday, but also recorded there. So that's how Kabhi Aisa Lagta Hai happened. And if you guys go on YouTube or Apple Music or anywhere, Kabhi Aisa Lagta Hai, it's good music.
Wow. I want to go and listen tonight, later today.
Yeah. And then I don't sing usually, but I compose music for other artists. I tried singing a song which is called Raste, and I composed it. I wrote the lyrics. Additional lyrics I called a friend to add, and then I was looking for a singer. Then I thought, why not I sing myself? Then I sang the song. Now that song is ready. So that time A.R. Rahman had come for dinner to Amir Mahal with a singer from Sweden by name Mahir Zain, who's a Lebanese singer. He lives in Sweden. So Rahman and Mahir Zain had come. So I played my song to Rahman and he liked it. Then I told him that day itself, I said, bro, if I make a video of this, I'm going to come to you to get your approval. If it's fine or has to be done some work on it. It says anytime. Then I went to Dubai. So my cousin Hasnain, he's a fantastic cinematographer, photographer. He's a filmmaker himself. So he made my video around the UAE. So this song Raste, I'm driving the car, I'm in the yacht and walking. So it's about Raste, it's about walking in life. It talks about that also. Made the video, edited the video, color corrected all I did myself. I like doing all this stuff. Then I played that song to A.R. Rahman. And wait, before that, I met a person by name Deepak, P.A. Deepak, at Rahman's place. So when we were having coffee, so Rahman said, so Deepak came out of the studio and A.R. said, you have to meet Deepak. Deepak came in, this is Asif, this is Deepak. And he's a sound engineer. And I said, my song Raste, I want Deepak to mix the song. And then Deepak and I became friends after that. And I played the song for Deepak. And Deepak is the guy who has received 2 Grammy Awards for a Slumdog Millionaire. So he mixed my song last year. That's why if you listen to it, got a beautiful mix to it.
Yeah, it is 2 million plus views in YouTube and doing really, really well.
Yeah. And after the video, I played to Rahman and I told him, can you launch it? Can you release it? And he released it.
Graciously. Thanks to A.R. Rahman.
Thanks to Rahman. I mean, amazing person. I learned a lot from him. I learned from Rahman not to judge people on the spot. So that's a fantastic and a lovely human being.
Yeah, lovely human being, great quality. Amazing. That's Raste. Asif ji, tell me the distinction between rich and wealthy.
Okay. Rich and wealthy. So it's a very fine line. In fact, what is wealth? How you define wealth? Is it just money and gold and jewelry and bank balance? What is richness? Okay, I'll give you an example. The person who has nothing in terms of materialistic wealth, right? He can be the richest at heart. And the person who has everything, he can still be crying out there. I'll give you an example. I have friends who have all the money in the world, right? But they don't have time. So they are very poor on time, right? I have people who have all the time in the world, very rich in terms of time, but they don't have a bank balance. So they are poor on the money part, right? I tell my friends who have all the money and they want to make more money, and after that they want to make more money. What happens to your children when you leave to office, when they're still sleeping there? Or when they leave to school, when you have even gotten ready to go to your office, which means you have not seen your children before in the morning. And in the evening, you're coming back home after your family, your children have slept 6 days. And that one day, Sunday, also you're not there. You're still there in those 6 days effect only. And you're becoming old like this. Hoarding money, you're becoming old. For who? What are you earning the money for? Whom are you earning for? It's not for your family. It's not for yourself also. Because you've not used it at all. You have millions and millions and millions and millions in your bank account, lying there, stagnating. For who? Are you wealthy? Are you rich? Whereas a person who's earning a few thousands, happy, no stress, no medication for stress, back pain, ulcers, diabetes, nothing. All this comes by the way, the stress of hoarding money, right? He spent a few thousands, happy family, spends time with family, right? Why I'm saying family is number one. Family is the most important, right? And he's living a life. He's not surviving there. Happy, right? So who's richer, who's wealthier? Right? So this is the message I want to give, that keep a balance. Keep a balance. At the end of the day, you want to play in life. Play. The billionaires play golf. They don't work. People work for them. Why they want to play? Because there's a kid inside you which never dies. Right? So keep playing and keep living happy. So don't take too much stress to become old like this. So the fine balance I think is the most wealthiest person.
The person who has a fine balance, who has got a great career, great relationship, great health. He's spiritual, he does charity. It's a and life. If they can do a balance
Absolutely,
among all
absolutely.
areas of life,
Absolutely.
he is wealthy in every front.
Every front is healthy.
Okay, that's the
Healthy
message.
and wealthy, both.
Yeah, that's the final message you want to nail. Thank you for the distinction on rich and wealthy. We have a couple of traditions in Greater Than Podcast.
Okay.
One is called 3-2-1, and you have no idea what the 3-2-1 is. Can I ask you 3 things? I'm going to ask you 3 things randomly, and you're going to answer.
But what is 3 to 1?
I'm going to ask you 3 things randomly. I'll ask 2 things randomly. Ask 1 thing randomly. I'll ask, and you have to answer. Okay, let's start with the 3
Oh, like
things.
that? Okay.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
3 things which keep you going.
Spending time with students. I want to spend time with kids, actually. Giving it back to the kids in the best way I can. Second is my passion for creativity. I want to be creative in every aspect wherever I am, be it music or quizzing or making events or organizing anything. So anything being creative. And third, very tough question, man. Third, I think which keeps me going is making people happy. Not judging them. Like I'm not judging you now. No, just kidding. No. So that's what I think. The youth giving it because they are the tomorrow, our tomorrow, and being creative and spreading happiness.
Asif, I'll tell you.
Actually, you are spreading happiness. Your presence is very positive. You have a good positive energy. So that's what I'm saying. That's my third thing. I think.
Thank you. I just want to add that the minute you walked into my office, our conversation, the way you made the team feel comfortable, I think that's naturally you. You have a warm vibe about yourself. Anybody, you make them very comfortable. So
I think that's what it's all about.
So thank you. So that's 3. 2.
Oh man,
Let me go for 2.
Okay, this is getting tougher. Okay.
No, it's going to be easy. Don't worry. 2 books in your childhood which inspired you or which you enjoyed reading.
Books, not childhood. Even now, the same books inspire me. Tintin and Tinkle.
Okay, the child in you is very alive. I can see that.
No. People think they are just comics, but they have so much of creativity behind it. There's a beautiful message behind it. I cannot read novels.
Okay.
My wife knows that. Seema knows that. I cannot. I don't have the patience to read thick books. Right? I need more of pictures.
That stimulates your conversation.
I need more of
so
graphics.
comics are your go-to.
Comics have a lot of color and graphics and also good message. I don't know how many people have read Tinkle. Tinkle is a fantastic comic.
Yeah.
Even now it's available. Go and get it.
That's
It's
for the
nice.
boomer generation, Asif ji. It's boomer generation only. Tintin,
Yeah,
asterisks,
man. I know.
asterisks,
Oh,
obliques.
asterisks. Yes.
Remember?
Archie's.
Archie's. I don't
And there
know.
used to be Reader's Digest.
Yes, Reader's Digest.
All these things.
Yeah. I think that was our childhood.
And I read a lot of encyclopedias. I have a library of encyclopedias. And I love to read facts and stuff like that.
Okay. So 2 is done. Let's go for 1. You have traveled.
Sorry, wait.
Okay.
Novels mean thick novels. But the smaller books with short stories, like I don't know if you remember Chicken Soup.
Yep. Jack Canfield.
Chicken Soup for the Soul.
Do you know he is one of our podcast person? He sat in the same room. I've done a podcast with
Seriously?
Jack Canfield. In the same room.
I see a book there.
Yeah. He signed it and kept it for us.
My God, was it Jack Canfield? I saw the name
Yeah.
earlier. Yeah, man, amazing. Oh, so nice.
He's there in one of the podcasts of Greater Than, by the way.
Chicken Soup for the Soul. It's not about chicken soup, but good stories.
Yeah. Very good stories. Very good short stories. Okay. 1. You've traveled a lot. Your favorite travel destination. 1.
It's
Just one.
like asking your favorite dish. Both the answers are something similar. My favorite travel destination is wherever my family is. If I'm with my family, my wife, my kids, my parents, I make that place my favorite place because, yeah, I mean, talking philosophically, like, but otherwise, Yes, I'm happy wherever my family is, and good friends, good company. Anywhere becomes a favorite spot for me. Right.
Okay.
Favorite dish is what this applies to everyone in the world. Is what your mother fed you when you were a baby.
I agree. I think it's the same for everyone.
Everyone
Yeah. For me, my mom's fish curry is out of the world.
can
She
never
still
change.
meshes the fish curry.
Yeah,
I can't get that fish curry anywhere. Yeah.
Absolutely, yes.
So that's your one favorite place where family is. Okay, that's a philosophical answer. You got away with it without naming a place. Okay.
Antarctica, maybe.
Don't tell me
I
you've been
want,
to it.
no. I want to go there. I
You
wish-
want to go there.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
then
yeah.
maybe let me know how it goes to that.
So let's go. I think there's a flight from
Yeah,
Argentina.
Yeah,
Argentina.
yeah. There's some way people can go to Antarctica
yeah.
these days. Okay, that's still there. Okay, great conversation. It's fun talking to you. Your vibe is so positive
Likewise.
and thoroughly enjoyed it. Your final greater than message for people watching this podcast.
Just be happy. Live for the day. Give more than you take. Make the world a better place.
Thank you so much. All the very best for the world record, which is coming up soon for
Thank
the
you so
quiz.
much.
And please continue to do the work you're doing because your message of communal harmony is the need of the hour. If all of us can wake up and do a little bit on that, the world can be a better place. And India should be the leader for all the right reasons for everything, including communal harmony, which has always been there for ages.
Absolutely. Let's try to respect people irrespective of their caste and creed. Let's respect them as human beings.
Thank you. Had a fabulous conversation. Thank you so much for being in the podcast.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much, Suren. Thank you so much.
Thank you for staying till the end. This podcast is about helping you shift perspectives, push your limits, and take steps that actually move you forward. Just remember that you're greater than anything life throws at you. I am Surendran Jayshekhar signing off. Love yourself. Don't take life too seriously. Live a life of meaning and purpose.